welcome back. Welcome back to all of you. Wow, what a busy several weeks.
Ooh, this is definitely high season in the desert.
High season and boy, high weather too.
Snow, wind, rain, I mean cold. We got it all in a matter of like 3 or 4 days.
I know. I had an opportunity to actually snowshoe up at the top of the tram. It was fantastic. And then there was an avalanche coming down the north face. So who knows? And all while modernism was going on, and now we've got Desert X.
Desert X is right here, and it's going to be here. It starts officially March 4th, and it goes through May 7th. Anytime you're here between that time, those dates, come and enjoy Desert X.
We covered a lot of ground.
Yes.
And we have some really interesting interviews with artists. So there are 12 artists that have done incredible installations throughout the desert, and we had a chance to talk to several of them.
Exactly. Let's take a look at them.
Yeah, let's take a look. Desert X Day is today. We just found that out. We're here with Jenny Gale, Executive Director of Desert X. This is so exciting.
Yes, it's so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we came to Desert X on Desert X Day.
So Jenny, would you let our viewers know, how long does it take to organize something like this?
Oh, it takes years, actually. Yes, years and many people. It takes a valley.
Wow. Yeah. So I'm sure you're already working on Desert X 2025?
That is correct.
Wow.
Yes.
And this year there's no real theme, but there is the idea of water and globalization and such. And so we're going to see that throughout the various
Yes, you are. Yes, for sure.
And did you have a variety? So there's 12 people that are going to be showing. Were there 50 people that you were looking at? And how many people came in that you have to...
I think we probably brought over 20 artists to the Coachella Valley throughout these 2-year periods, and we're now presenting 12 projects. I'm sure some of the projects we started working on will be presented in 2025 in future editions of the exhibition.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Jenny.
Yes, welcome to Desert X.
We're off on our tour now.
We're here with Diana Campbell, who is the co-creator of Desert X 2023. Welcome.
Thank you.
And congratulations.
Thank you. This is my first big project in the U.S.
And how do you make the leap from there to here? How does that work out?
I'm from here, so I'm always making the leap. So it's, I realize it's also I'm also multiracial. Like my whole life has been about making leaps, right? And also thinking in different languages and being in different places.
I think you said you were Indian American?
Or no. So my mother, my maternal family is indigenous Chamorro from the island of Guam. Which is a U.S. territory. It's actually Chamorro Awareness Month this month, and Women's Awareness Month this month. And
actually, Awareness Month.
Yeah, and our people feature in Gerald Clark's piece, which is very exciting. But,
great! Yeah,
I'll
be going to see him.
Yeah. So I'm also interested. So Guam, for example, is an American territory in the Pacific. So my grandmother or actually my great grandmother was a subject of Japan, Spain, and the U.S. all within her lifetime without ever moving.
Is that right?
So it's also interesting how cultures move over places.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's great.
Well, we appreciate you bringing this to us. Of course, all Desert X are great experiences, and we have a beautiful day to start us off.
Yes.
Let's make it happen.
We're so happy about that.
And I think, again, it's wonderful that you can climb into these structures and rethink about your place here.
Yes, this is very interesting. We're going to do that.
Yeah, and in a joyful way, right? Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Diana.
Bye.
Well, we're here with Torkwase Dyson, the creator of this piece, Liquid a Place.
You come to us from New York, is that correct?
Upstate. Beacon.
All right.
Oh.
And welcome to our desert world. Is this your first time here, or have you been here prior to the desert?
No, this is my first time spending any real significant time in the desert.
And how much time did you actually come to find the spot before you actually found the spot?
It was pretty quick. The spot really spoke to me pretty immediately. It wasn't any time at all. It really sort of called me.
It's funny how you know when you know, right?
Yeah,
you can find it.
Definitely that.
Well, thank you for this unique experience.
No problem. Thank you.
So we are deep inside 1225 Chain Link with the artist and creator Rana Begum.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the desert.
Yeah, thank you.
And you've got some beautiful weather, so you can't beat this.
I know. I think Neville booked the sun, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think so.
You have to know the right people.
The color of your installation just is perfect in this environment. Tell us a bit about your inspiration.
So the color was originally pink, and it was in response to the amazing sunsets that you get here in California, and I really wanted to kind of pick up on that, but unfortunately this material doesn't come in pink, and so there are some standard colors, and so I've used a color that's kind of off the shelf.
There is a lot of movement in here. I imagine it as the sun changes, it would be great to just come back at various times of the day.
Yeah, you've got to come back in the different time of the day. We were here earlier this morning, just as the sunrise was kind of coming up.
Is confinement one of your themes that you design on? Or is it something new?
No, not necessarily. Confinement is a good word and a good description of this work. But usually, I mean, I'd like to think my work is kind of very open and a work that you can kind of interact quite easily. So it's quite strange, and I'm thinking about it more. I haven't quite resolved it in my head, what that means.
Well, it means that
being confined, being forced to kind of be in a space. But this material in itself, has a lot of kind of references that make you think about confinement, make you think about security, makes you think about borders. So,
Well, thank you for coming to us from London, yes?
Yes.
Well, welcome to the desert.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for being
much,
so
Rana.
welcoming. Yeah.
It's beautiful in here. So we're here at Sunnylands, beautiful Sunnylands, with a very interesting and provocative installation by Paloma Contreras Lomas called Amar a Dios en Tierra and Indios es oficial maternal, which is love God on Indian land. It's a maternal job. So let's go have a look and get inside. Well, this video inside says it has the woman with the one eye. I think she's a woman. She's the mother searching for the lost women in the foliage here to, I think what she's saying is to save the land of the natives and native people here. Hi, Lauren. Hi. Tell us a little about your metabolic.
So this is a metabolic sculpture. It's metabolic in the sense that over the 2 months of the show, the sculptural object will actually get made through the process of being here by connecting sunlight and salt and seawater. And the way that works is that salt and seawater has a lot of salt and minerals in it. And so when you add a solar charge into it, the salt and the metal cling, the salt and the minerals cling to the metal object that you just saw lifted and lowered. And that's a kind of like an accretion, the same way that landscapes are built over time, but this happens quite quickly because that's the sound of the actual electrolytic bath fizzing away. So the idea that you see this thing come up and then go down, and while you lose its vision, you're still hearing it, was really powerful for me here.
Oh, this is amazing. Well, those installations are, thought-provoking, and they definitely stand out within their environment, I would say. But you kind of have to speak to the artist to understand what is...
And even when you speak to the artist, sometimes all their explanation, it still doesn't necessarily make sense.
So I think
but it's
interpretive.
Right.
Yeah. I think when you go out and view the installations, and when you're just on your own time, you can take it in as any way you
want to accept it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that's the key.
Yeah.
Because we got to listen to the artist and tell us how, where, why.
Very deep explanation.
Yeah, and it gets to be too much, right? I just think, tell me what that means and what should I feel?
Yeah.
But whatever it means is whatever you feel. That's
and what's great about a lot of the works is that they're very immersive. You can
You're inside them, you're
go
on top of them, yeah.
above in a maze, and
Or you can just
look.
stand there and talk with your friends like, what
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What is this monolith? What is this cage I'm in? What is
Hey,
it?
it's a fun experience.
And Conrad, can you believe that heart coming out of the swimming pool? That's not a blue whale heart, right? Right.
It's art.
Yeah.
Come see it.
Although, it's going to be interesting because that water will be clear in just a matter of time as it's desalinized. So it's a good idea to kind of go back. I think it's Thursday night through Sunday night. It's cranking out of the water and in.
And each one of these installations, I think as they go along, they change because of the time of day, the kind of weather we're having, what you're feeling that day. It's a very interactive experience, and it runs until May 7th. I say, come to the desert and have some fun looking around.
And one of the things I really like is what Neville Wakefield, the artistic director, said in a quote, sort of like, the whole experience of Desert X is to make visible the invisible. So, again, take it in your own thoughts, your own viewing, and really enjoy just the going out in the desert and the beautiful environment. Well, we've got the tennis tournament underway, the BNP Paribas. Oh, look at you, Conrad, you're ready to roll.
I volunteered one year there. I had a good time.
Yes.
Yes.
I've always wanted to do that.
It's a blast. It's a
blast.
blast.
Yeah, I love going.
Yeah.
It seems like it's almost better if you have like a bunch of tickets so you can actually go and see the progression. But
well, there's so many stadiums to go to. And each one has its own little experience. So if you get a chance, come out to the tennis
great
tournament.
Restaurants, as we know.
Of course.
Nobu.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so that's going on for how long? It's going on for...
I think it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks, I think, yeah. So get out, get about, and we're going to be actually back talking about more of Desert X because there's a lot more to cover and some things that we're going to talk about.
We'll bring you show you some of the exhibits as we go along.
Yeah, some of the installations.
We're having a good time here in the desert. Good to see you.
Okay, bye-bye.